Hey guys, so this is a quick recap on of our trades from last week and also the trades we'll be having this week as well on my watch list. Well, firstly, I'll start by Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin had an insane pump this past days. I didn't expect it to get to 123, to be honest, 123,000 last night. Well, I still think to have a bit of a correction, where price pushes down to somewhere like this and then push back up a little bit and then I think we'll find our supports, our next supports on Bitcoin somewhere around here. Somewhere around there, price gets to consolidate, and then we'll think of the next move. Personally, I don't like trading Bitcoin that much, so I never really looked into the chart. But I think this is what we might see here something, a drop down, then slow bleed, and also including CPI this week. I think we'll have that drop, if possible, up to this, down to this zone, hopefully. Don't mind the drawing. I'm just trying to explain it as best as I can. Let's go. Let's go to what I'm supposed to what we're supposed to trade this week. Well, first of all, we have Griffin. We trade Griffin last weekend on in the Telegram channel. I think we made about $700 in that trade. Yeah, about $700 in that trade. So the 500 to 5,000 challenge is up to like 2,003 currently. Well, firstly, I'm still leaning a bit. Well, currently, I still think we might have more push down on Griffin, to sweep out those late longs. Also, if we should draw a trend line, let's see if we can trade using trend line on this one. If you should draw a trend line on Griffin, I think price still has to push downward, to get a tap into this zone. Also, including with CPI this week, I think we might have a drop that might bring us down to this trend line again. So I expect price to do something like this, calm down here, we'll go up a little bit, sweep the lows, the weekend lows, push up a little bit, and then something like this probably, and then push up. This is something I would expect to see on Griffin if I'm to take a long again on it. Or we might just have a straight up, but I don't think this might happen. Just straight up nuke and then bounce off. I don't really see that happening. I think we'll just do like a downtrend, a little bit of high, low, and then yeah. But then I'll watch out for this trend line. If we fail to hold this trend line, then that's a short I'll be looking for as well this week. That's if we fail to hold this trend line, but I'm leaning bullish here from the trend line. I'll be leaning bullish from here, to see if we can get a long. Hopefully on Thursday. Yeah, hopefully on Thursday, because if you check out there's also a fair value gap somewhere around there on the, let me see, the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, there's a fair value gap there that I think we might need to fill up first of all. Yeah, somewhere around there, I think we might find, because that aligns as well with the trend line when it hits there. So I might look for a long on Griffin again this week. Yeah, I might look for a long again on Griffin this week. But till then, I might look for a long again on Griffin. So let's just see how this plays out to get here. But for now, I won't be taking any trade on it yet. Still sidelined. I just want to see how it plays out. This is one of my favorite coin. I mentioned it last time. And then on Bio as well, I'm looking for a long on Bio. Even though it already pumped without us today, I didn't take a trade today yet. But Bio really did good today. I think about 30% pump, or 30, up to 40% pump. Yeah. So I also have Bio as well on my watch list because it broke above the symmetric triangle. So if we could find a bit of a retest, somewhere here, I can't really give a call on this one yet. I'll just wait for price to do its thing and then see if we can get See if we can find an order block within the week on the 1 hour time frame. Then yeah, we'll try to scale in, because currently I see price, rejecting from upside. You can see the volume spike and everything. So I think it's a bit done for now. So yeah, and then also I'll be looking at ENA. If you guys check the last video, I mentioned ENA to for you to have it in your spot bag. I think I gave that call when it was around 2.5. So far it's up to 2 point. That's a 50% pump. If you didn't have ENA on your bag, then yeah, you missed out on this one as well, because this was a great call as well. I mentioned holding it in your spot bag. And then on ZRO as well, ZRO. Yeah, ZRO. I gave this call as well, where I said if we could break out of here, though I was a little bit bearish on this one last week, where I mentioned if we could get to this zone, I'll look for shorts, but then it broke above it with volume. So yeah, right now I think it's just so bullish, but I'll look for an entry hopefully after CPI this week. I don't want to trade yet. I don't want to go long yet till that happens. And then with Bitcoin being this high, I still expect a bit of a flush downward, and then I still expect a bit of a flush. Where we'll come down here and make like a bit of up, and then come down again, and then so maybe something like this, and then consolidate, and then give altcoins some time to pump. This is what I might expect in Bitcoin, but I'm not sure yet. Then Bitcoin dominance is looking very bearish on the weekly time frame. Bitcoin dominance is it's looking really, really bearish. So that's a very good sign for altcoins. That's a very good sign for altcoins. But I think Monday is still very early to look for long. So we might need to wait till Tuesday, Wednesday evening. Then we'll look for longs. And then on HU, yeah, HU did very well for my last video. This was our entry. If you checked out the last video where I said, what is this happening? If you check out the last video where I said I expect price to get here, sweep here and then go. That's exactly what happened here as well. So yeah, HU did very well from our last video and then it went up to 94% pump. So that was an insane. Even though it dropped down again, I don't really like coins like this that just push up and then immediate drop again. So I might take this one off my watch list for the week. Yeah, Ethereum as well. I'm looking for short on Ethereum. I've been patient since morning. Even though currently it's losing momentum, but I don't want to jump into it yet. I want price to come to this zone, because if you check out the liquidity app on the CoinGlass app, I think most of you should know it, where you find like the liquidity for the day, where it's mostly at. I think we can find more liquidity on ETH around 103, somewhere around here. So see if we can take out a lot of stop loss here. Then where price does something like this, push up, then the drop begins on ETH. I might look for my take profit somewhere around here. Yeah, these two places will be a take profit for me on ETH, but that will be tonight or tomorrow. I'll be looking for shorts on ETH, but I'll just wait for price to get here, then I see how it reacts. I won't just rush into it or put like a limit entry yet, because I still expect like a week to just those liquidation week that will just push price up and then hit everyone out and then drop. That could happen as well, but just for me to be safe, I'll wait and watch to see what the market gives to us. What else do we have here? What else? I think these are just the main things I want to trade for. Chill guy. Yeah, Chill guy isn't looking any good. It's not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all from here. It's not looking good at all. So let's see if we can find something. Yeah, it's already has like double top. It's already made it double top already, which is a bad sign for it on low time frame. But this here could act as a support, then yeah, otherwise I'll look for entry around here. I'm not trying to, this is to still have an unfilled space here. So I'll see how this plays out. Forget like a market structure shift around here. Then I'll look for a long somewhere around here on Sugar as well. I'm just keeping an eye on it, but I don't want to force any trade. Let me see something. I mean, yeah, this might work as an entry for us on Sugar. It definitely work as an entry for us on Sugar. So I won't be taking any trade today or tomorrow till I see one of these plays out, because we missed most of the shots we were supposed to take today. So I'll wait to see if price could give us something like that, either ZRO. Yeah, we had this. Okay, I had this trade personally on my account, on my own private account. I didn't give this call on the Telegram account during the weekend. And then yeah, I'm still hoping to find a short here, even though it doesn't look safe from now. I think price is trying to push back up to sweep out those early shots. I think price is trying to push out those early shots, so I'll close my own position here. Then I'll see if we can get a sweep of this high first of all, and then I'll look for an entry again. But I can't take a long on any coin today or tomorrow. I can't really find a long on any coin now. Most of them are looking really, really, really bad. So I think we'll find a short on ZRO around the zone. I think we'll find a short on ZRO around the zone. Hopefully we'll find a short on ZRO around the zone, where price pushes up here, and then we'll see like some rejection. But I will just stay sideline for now. I don't want to take any trade yet. Yeah, but I'll be watching out for this zone as my entry point. I'm watching out for this zone as my entry point. I told them amazing. Giants. I told them bastard. I told them bastard. So yeah, this is what I expect on ZRO. Let's see if we can get price, push up here, and then yeah, hopefully we'll find a shot, because this is an order block, our last bearish order block here. And also when price rejected from this zone, you see it go down. So I'll be watching out for this zone, see if price gets there by tonight or tomorrow, and then we'll get this happen. Something like this, I might want to take a long here, but I don't think it's safe either looking at Bitcoin. So I think I might get something like this, push up, push down again, push up, and then hit here, some kind of rejection, try to break out, and then dump a little bit, try to reclaim it, and then fail, and then comes back down. Maybe not to this level, but sorry. Push up, hit somewhere like this, and then drop, try to reclaim, and then comes down. And then to one of this level, or if we can sweep this low somewhere around there, or sweep out the liquid and the weekend low as well. This is my take profits. So I'll look for a short somewhere there, hopefully tomorrow. Currently I'm just sidelined. I'm not seeing anything yet in the chart. I'm just waiting to see one of these plays out. If either we get a short there, or we take a long somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere around there. But hopefully we will see how it plays out from now till Wednesday. But my major entry for this trade will be here if I'm leaning bearish, because this here is an order block. So dropped, and then yeah, I think this is all for today. um Hope you guys check out the Telegram account. So far, from the 500 to 5,000 challenge, we're up to 2,300. I hope you guys are joining as well, and securing your bags too. It's very important. It's not just looking at the chart or the trade just going on and then you're just left behind. You can hit me up if you don't understand how it's working, or you need a bit of a guideline. I don't do mentorship, so I'll just explain to you what I know, and most important thing I say as well is risk management. So hope you guys also check out the PDF file I sent in the group. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope you have a nice weekend, and I hope we have a nice weekend trading as well. Pretty much better than last week. Last week was good. I think we just had one L, one loss, and then the remaining trades were all wins. So I hope this week we'll get a win streak as well. See you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for the support and everything.